Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another car video. Sex Life Season 2 is coming, and many men are going to be upset. Oh man, yeah, that infamous Netflix thing, Sex Life. You know, where that woman, she married to Mr. Perfect. Well, perfect in one way, except every way except one. And she want to go back to this dude who she was with years ago, who pretty much turned her out. In fact, the end of season 1, man, she had that speech. She went up to his place, said, look, she's staying with her husband. They ain't doing nothing with him. She loves him, all that stuff. Now fuck me. I was like, shit. You know what? I'm going to put that scene in the description box and plus the trailer for season 2. Because, dudes, you know what? Because I ain't have any issues with it. But plenty of dudes did. I've seen some commentary. Yeah, that's what's wrong with these women. Man, some dudes need to grow the fuck up. Yeah, I said it. Need to grow the fuck up, man. Damn. Because really, if you really watch it and see what's happening, it's telling you female nature better than 1,000 red pill videos, black pill videos, dating coach videos. It's telling you female nature right there. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot. The smart thing is to realize it and take advantage of it. Shit. You know? That's female nature. It's telling you. In fact, when I saw the series and stuff, I seriously wondered. I'd love to meet the woman who wrote it, put it together. Because I would say, you read my book, didn't you? And she'll probably be like, you're RomWills? Because remember, some people just see like a video here and there, think I'm just getting started. I've been doing this since the 90s. And shoot, really. Only thing I've changed, even though I updated my book, it was only a couple things here and there. And wasn't nothing major. When I put out my book, Nice Guys and Players, in 2000, and really, there was a version before that, in 1999, but the main version I got out now, the biggest thing I changed was around the beginning, because I said this woman, Krista, she beat this guy, Patrick, to come over. Now I just say Tex. Because nothing's changed. And like I said, Sex Life, shoot, that's Nice Guys and Players right there. Particularly the select men. I mean, I'm going to tell you what. See, a lot of guys got caught up in the other shit, right? But they only saw like, oh, she wasn't happy with her husband, right? They saw that part. And she want to get with this other guy, despite all the stuff the husband doing for her. But, they didn't see the nuances. That's the problem. They ain't see the nuances because, first of all, only reason she thought about, well, her name was Billy. She's married to Cooper. Only reason she thought about her ex, Brad, because Cooper wasn't fucking her right. It's just that simple. In fact, there was one scene, she was trying to do some stuff. She even liked his body because, dude, hey, body game. This was a Chad. Now somebody said, well, they both Chads. No, stop. Some people say, well, he's a Chad. He got looks, money, and status. She shouldn't have any problem. Yeah, but looks, money, and status never talk about sexual satisfaction. And I'm going to do a bigger video on that, a regular couch video on that one. Because let's just be real, a lot of guys had this dumbass idea you don't have to sexually satisfy a woman. No, it's a dumbass idea. Because like I said, you sexually satisfy a woman, that's like putting $100 into an investment account and getting 1,000 back in a month. Shit, you make that woman holler. Shoot, she has no problem swallowing your kids. She has no problem getting up and making you a meal. She has no problem submitting. All these dudes talking about submission and all of that. Shoot. Make her holler in the bedroom. You won't be able to get rid of them. Shit. It's just that simple. That's what real players know. Anybody who try to tell you some other shit, they don't really know it. And they bullshitting if they even getting some pussy. I'ma say it. I'll say it to some people's face if I got to. Shit. We gotta be on some real shit. I'm in the real world. But anyway, getting back to sex life, right? Like, a lot of dudes, they missed that part. It wasn't like she just said up and said, oh, I want this guy. She just wanted some excitement. Like I said, there was a scene, you know, she trying to really get busy with him and shit. And dude trying to watch the football game in the background. I was like, damn, dude. Wife trying to get with you. You can see the highlights, motherfucker. Shit. Damn. You know, she trying. And then he had read her diary and stuff and then started doing some of the shit he needed to do. She was getting more interested. But couldn't keep it up, you know? But it's basically like in my books, Nice Guys and Players in sexual chemistry, I talk about two types of select. Mr. Goodbar, which is represented by Brad, and the masked man, which is represented by Cooper. And the mask, it's not that he's wearing a mask, like literally wearing a mask, but it's more the mask means his material goods. He looks good on paper. He got all that. Like, when a man is like that, if a man look good, got that classic look or whatever, and he got money, he got some status, a woman, she ain't getting too excited, but she'll say, okay, maybe I should try to get with that, right? But see, there's a little missing. That's the thing. It's the difference between a Mr. Goodbar and a masked man really is in looks. In fact, many masked men probably look better than Mr. Goodbars. But the Mr. Goodbar, which was represented by Brad, he just got that excitement, that zest. And it goes down to what it is about a woman's nature. And I'm going to get into that woman's nature in a second, because I need to really emphasize that. But you can even tell in how they both looked. Seriously. Like, and not in terms of bone structure, but more in terms of style. Because Cooper, the masked man, the husband, you know, he looked vanilla. Ain't no other way to put it. No facial hair, just plain haircut. He ain't had that wildness to him and how he carried himself, everything, you know? Serious look most of the time, you know? Okay, yeah, good husband-looking guy, okay. Brad, okay, his hair was wilder. He had beard game going. He even dressed like in a more flashier way. And plus, he carried himself in more kind of a relaxed way. See, and that's really the difference. See, that's where the sexual charisma come in. Because you get a lot of guys think it's just looks. But it's actually realistic that men who look like they should be on top get cheated on. And this ain't just from some series and shit. I'm out in the real world. I've seen it so many times it's scary. Hell, even had some men who will fit that description and say, hey, they masked men. You know? You know, look good on paper and everything. Even the woman be wishing they could feel it. In fact, I remember there was this woman, and she was just a fuck buddy. So I wasn't trying to lock her down. And, you know, I go over, get mine and go. I ain't spending any money on her. Probably could have dealt with her longer, but, yeah. We didn't remain in contact. I'll leave it like that. But seriously, I ain't spent one penny on it. Always would just go over to her place, get my thing going, get my shit off, and go. Except for one time. One time the shit was just so good, we just sat there and actually talked. You ever have a groove? Because usually we do about 2 or 3 sessions a pop, you know? Bust about 2 or 3 times. One time we had a groove. That groove was so good that we didn't even want to mess it up by doing it again. Any of the fellas, you ever had that groove, that session, that one session, that was so damn good, you didn't even want to mess it up by going again. You just want to sit there. Because usually she was a jump off. I just jump off. And then I would, but that one time it was so good, I was just laying there. It was like, that was like, damn. So how was your day? Man, we ended up having we had about a 2-hour conversation after that. We went back to normal the next time. We had a good groove like that one more time though. But that you ever have any of the fellas, you ever have that good a groove? Just put a one in the comments. But my point was, because of that situation, she was free to deal with other guys. I ain't even try to lock it down, because that's one thing. If you just got just a sex buddy or something, you can't be tripping, locking them down. That's real game. You let them be free, and you just be honest. If they ask you something, you just say, no, I'm messing with this other woman. And if you ask them, they just tell you. Now, she just told me. Now, here's where I thought about it. She was dealing with this guy, now, who had it all, because at the time I was dealing with her, I ain't had my own place. I mean, I was in school, had the potential, but she had met some guy, he had it already. He had the late model car, he said he dressed well, professional type, and I never forget what she said. She said he ain't had that umph. Now, bringing that back around to sex life, Brad just had that umph. Now, what it is about a woman's nature, women want passion. Women want to feel a man. See, a lot of guys don't get that, or if they do, if it's mentioned to a lot of guys, they don't seem to get it. They think something's wrong with the woman. Women aren't the same as men. They ain't supposed to be. Why would you want them? Let's just be real. There's a lot of guys out here who really need to just come out the motherfucking closet, because it seems like they want. Now, yeah, I said it. I live in Hartford County. You got a problem with it? Seriously, because a woman's supposed to be different. I remember. You know what? I remember this guy that people would call a Pookie or Ray Ray. Hit me to that when I was a teenager. He said women. He said he was pointing this shit out. He said, look, women supposed to wear makeup and fix up and all that. They women. This is a legit Pookie. This is a legit got a criminal record motherfucker hit me with that game. And see, a lot of guys don't get that. And one of the things about them is, it really is just a matter of, they just different. They want to feel it. Women got to feel a man. They want that passion. They especially want that sex. They don't want to just have a man just do his business and go. In fact, there was another movie I checked out. I think Best of Luck or Good Luck, Leo Grande, something like that. I'll put a link for it in the description box. It had Emma Thompson and some young dude, and she actually paid. He was a gigolo. She paid him to have sex with her, and she had talked about like being married for 31 years, and she was talking about she ain't never have an orgasm. She ain't never orgasm, didn't really enjoy sex. She said her husband would just roll on top of her, do his business, which is funny. I'll say something why that's funny to me. Do his business, and then get his. She fake an orgasm, and then he just roll over and put his pajamas on and go to sleep. So he passed away. She wanted to have that feeling. That's just a woman's nature. They want to enjoy sex. And you get some idiots out here. Yeah, I said idiots who think they don't want to enjoy sex. I'm like, what planet you on, motherfucker? Y'all complaining about Pookie and Ray Ray and shit, or them getting with a known player, dog. That's because they satisfy. It's just that simple. Shit, like I said, satisfying a woman is like putting $100 into an investment account, getting back $1,000 in a month. You get extra. They buy you shit. They make you a plate. Shit. Yeah. And all this talk about passport bros, they need to be talking about passport sisters. And even though I say sister like that, that's because that passport bro focus mainly in black community. Shoot, white women from Europe and the United States, they be hitting these places too for sex. They be on it too. They want that passion. Shoot, go see those Beach Boys and stuff. Be going to Bali, all of that, and that's all that shit was talking about. passion. Women just want passion. They want to feel it. A lot of guys want to do some robotic ass shit. Don't got no motherfucking personality and think a woman should want it. And like I said, with the masked men, the reason they will still get some women because they at least look like they gotta practice body game. They have to look good, you know. Ain't no masked man gonna be some out of shape motherfucker. Just be real. No matter how much money they got, they still non-select. You know. The man got to at least look like that shit. But then the woman, once they been with the man, realize they still ain't getting that passion. Seriously. If you really look at it, women say it so many places. In fact, let me give 2 more links. One, I shared this link before to that skit by Nephew Tommy, the marriage counselor. The woman right there said the dude wasn't giving her passion. He was doing all this other stuff, but he wasn't giving her no passion. So Tommy had stepped in. That's a good service right there. Shade. And then another movie, it was by Tyler Perry, Temptation. I'm going to share the trailer for that joint. Woman had this guy, she had really been with him for damn near 19 years and stuff, with no passion. So this other dude came in, brought that passion. I mean, that's all to it with women. They want it. That's what they wanted. They got a need for that shit. And this ain't something new, because I know some dude might get in the comments and say, yeah, these modern women. Dude, y'all got to talk to y'all have a real conversation with any elder women. Have a real conversation and stuff. Now, y'all probably won't. I'll share it with you. They were getting down, man. They were getting down. Shoot, I saw that shit. I was seeing that shit as a child back in the 70s, man. I was seeing that shit. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet seeing some of that shit, man. And then if you talk to some elders, talk to some elder men, some old players. Talk to those old players, they'll tell you. That's why, hey, listen to those blues songs. That's why you had, back in the day, you had men hopping. As soon as a husband go out the front door, he either gets a man hopping the fence. That's why you got that saying, is it the milkman's baby? Those guys be coming door to door. Shit. Oh, man. There ain't nothing new under the sun. Only thing new is that it's exposed. That's it. It was happening. Y'all don't want to believe it. Like I said, find an elder, have a real conversation. Find a real elder, you shoot you. Because I'm going to tell you a problem with a lot of people. They got some fantasy of what their parents are like. Because they say they weren't like this. Did you talk to your parents? Did you have first of all, did you have a conversation with some elders? A real conversation. Like with some old heads or something. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new. Like all this shit people be doing videos on, talking about what women doing this and that. Dude, if I'm seeing this shit as a child in the 70s, not even fully knowing about what the fuck was going on, ain't nothing new. People saying it, they just heard shit better. Shit. Paternity fraud, the way they ain't had the technology to figure it out. All they did was like if a woman had that baby, some of his relatives would come around, start looking at that baby good, be like, okay, does that baby, boy or girl, does it have anything this baby have that's on the father? Shit. And they were getting down. Hell, both of my grandfathers had kids outside of marriage. So, there ain't nothing new about this shit. Both of my grandfathers. Remember I met this Creole young lady a few years ago. Some people actually know her though. I was checking around. She said, you Creole? You from LA? What's your grandfather's name? I was checking hard. I gotta check hard. Cause I got some cousins out there some Creole cousins out there I don't even know. And in fact, I did meet one woman. I met this woman, and it was in D.C. We had the same last name, and she looked Creole. There's a strong chance we were cousins. Strong, because she had the same last name. That's how that shit is. But we didn't talk about, I ain't think about it at the time, because at the time, I ain't know how my grandfather rolled. That French Creole, pretty boy. Had that wavy hair, spoke that French Creole to those women. But it wasn't nothing new. It wasn't nothing new. And women is always the same thing. They go for the man who give them passion. And usually, look, here's the general thing. It's a dual mating thing. If they can't find that man with passion, they'll look for, like, generally, that guy who can, like, protect, provide, and if he look good, great, generally. Even though I saw another Nephew Tommy thing where a bunch of women, they was saying, he was asking them if, would they go for smart and ugly, or beautiful and dumb. And most of the women say smart and ugly. I'm going to share that. That shit was funny as hell, because I've said that before. A lot of women don't like a man to look better than they did. Oh, man. But let's just be real. In general, if a man gonna be real handsome, got money, all that, he gonna get some attention. But if he ain't bringing that passion, he better double back home one day. And I've seen that happen in the real world several times. I lost track. Remember, I'm out here in the world. I know people. I ain't one of these motherfuckers who sitting on the computer all day. I actually got social skills. So I actually know people, and like I said, everything I'm seeing now, people talking about now, I've been seeing that shit. I was in my 30s before I realized other people didn't see that shit. But that's a whole other conversation. A lot of dudes are really in the dark. But whatever the case, they just want that passion. Now, getting back to just the whole sex life thing, it's showing it perfectly. In fact, one thing that was shown during season 1, she actually had a bit of a fantasy of actually getting with Brad and having a family. Because I'm going to tell you what, if a woman can get both in a man, and Brad actually had money, it was just a question if he would be a good father. But if they can find a man who can be all of that stuff, which is why I talk about that thorough man, or in my book, Nice Guys and Plays, I say a real man, or when I talk about the house of the man, if they get a man like that, that's the ultimate fantasy. And she actually had that fantasy. But see, he wasn't acting right on some stuff. So, she took the safe way out. She took the safe way out, but she still wanted that passion. And like I said, if Cooper just gave her that passion, she wouldn't even be thinking about dude. She wouldn't even be thinking about dude. And that's just how it is. And see, I'm going to be real with y'all, man. Dudes need to understand, if a man understands that one thing about female nature, they just want passion. They want to enjoy sex. Bring it. Bring it in the bedroom. Seriously. That's why a dude can get a woman without spending any money on her. Because he bringing her passion. That's all they ask for. It's not, hey. Guys say, well, you got to pay something. Okay, pay him passion then. If you're going to be that, if that's how you looking at it, okay, pay him passion. Free. And here's the beauty of giving them passion. Here's the beauty of it. That's why I question some dudes. I'm going to be real, man. I think a lot of dudes, man, I don't think they got a count higher than what I can count on my fingers. I don't think they can. I don't think they do. Because some dudes act like, oh, what is satisfied? Hold up, stop. If you satisfy them, you satisfying yourself in the process. Shoot, you grinding up there, you hitting that G spot, you hitting that A spot, shoot, you moving around. Ain't you enjoying that shit? Shit. I'm serious. I mean, that's the thing of it. It's not like you giving her something, you ain't getting it back. Shit. God damn, shoot. All you doing is sharing. Shoot, you sharing your passion. And yo, let me say something real quick, because every now and then I get some comment, and I can always tell. Usually with some dumbass avatar or some shit like that, saying, "Hey, you should check out this person. You should check out this person." If that person ain't talking about sex, hell no. Cause I'm gonna be real. I ain't checking if even some content creator ain't bringing sex into the conversation. They ain't legit to me. As far as talking about, cause let's be real, men out here trying to get some pussy. So if a motherfucker talking everything but that, what's the point of listening to him? Seriously, fuck the bullshit. And and it's like guys want it. Okay, think in terms of bringing that woman some passion. Because that's all it is. That's all sex life. That's why all these women getting into it. That's why you got the passport women. They're going for that passion. Shoot, that's why women be hitting the strip clubs. Passion. And yeah, they be fucking those dancers. That's why they'll pay $600. That's why you got situations like that Leo Grande movie. I'm going to put that in the description box. Oh, I mean, yeah. Shoot, we got a lot of links. And the reason why I'm sharing all this is I'm seeing a lot of guys suffering. And it's like, okay, y'all looking at all this bullshit. Y'all listening to some content creators running some game on y'all and not telling you themselves, especially a lot of the women. The women know it. The women know it. Trust me, they know it. But they also know if they tell y'all the truth, y'all ain't going to be listening to them. But they know they want just passion. Shit. Shit, you stroke a woman nice. Even dudes trying to keep them. You give them that passion, they ain't going to want to leave. Shit. When women cheat, they looking for passion. When they go back to that guy who was tearing them up years ago, people use the word imprint. It's like, no, they just brought the passion. Shit. It's just that simple. A lot of dudes need, and I'm going to say it, dudes need to grow the fuck up. This grown folk business. Dudes acting like some little juvenile motherfuckers, man. Seriously, this grown folks, man. You gotta be grown folks about this shit, man. Grown folks have sex. And grown folks are comfortable talking about it. And if you not, you ain't a grown folk. It's just that simple. Seriously, it's like, and I would just say this. For season 2, or check out Sex Life season 1, instead of getting caught in your feelings, because a man shouldn't, just sit back and watch it. That's why I was able to see all that shit. I wasn't caught up into, he did all this. I mean, come on, man. The woman wanted some damn D. She wanted some good D. I mean, damn. It's like shit. And that's something you can give to a woman. Shoot, if you're a man, you got to, well, hopefully you got a working D. Shit, if you got that, you can get a woman. Okay, there must be some birds flying by, landing over here. Must be some food over here. Anyway, that's it. Seriously, don't make it harder than they have to be. Seriously. All right? So, yeah, check it out if you like. If you don't, you don't have to. Check out the other links. Look at the common thread. Passion. Passion. You give women that passion. Now, if you somebody who say, I don't want to give it to them, I'm blocking you. I've lost my patience. I'm blocking you. You come up saying some shit like that, I'm blocking you. Because I'm trying to tell you some real shit. I'm out in the real world. Too many motherfuckers out here suffering and shit. And then they just following along, can't figure it out. Then somebody come along and tell you. Shit. You give them that passion. Hell. Yeah, a lot of birds around here. I better cover my head. They like to shit. Even though a bird shitting on you is actually considered good luck. I don't need that type of luck though. Anyway though, so check out the links and just be realistic, man. And like I said, motherfuckers act like, oh, you don't have to satisfy, dude. It's like nothing hooks a woman better. And plus, while you satisfying them, you actually satisfying yourself. I'm like, I don't see what the issue is. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I get back with y'all.